Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 502 Model College for Girls. Assalamu alaikum 9th class. I hope you are fine. Today is our fourth lecture of English. I am your teacher Miss Aisha Nazir. So today's topic is adjective phrase. What is an adjective? Adjective is a word that modifies or qualifies the meaning of a noun or a pronoun. For example, Ali is a boy. Here we have the noun boy. If we want to enhance the meaning of a noun, we could add the quality of a noun here. For example, we could say Ali is a good boy. So good is the quality that enhances the meaning of a noun. And the sentence becomes Ali is a good boy. So good is the quality and boy is a noun. So adjective always places before noun. In the same way, we can also say Ali is a clever boy. Here clever is an adjective and boy is noun. Adjective means the quality which can be good or quality which can be bad. So this is called adjective. As our today's topic is adjective phrase, you should know what is a phrase. A phrase is a group of words which does not have its own subject and predicate. Such a group of words makes sense but not complete sense. A phrase is a group of words which does not have its own subject. Whenever we talk about a sentence in English language, a structure that we follow, that is a subject, verb and object, that makes a sentence. We can also have a subject and a verb that makes a sense. It's not necessary that all the time we would have subject, verb and object. Sometime we'll only have subject and verb. For example, the birds fly. Here the sentence gets completed. So this is called a sentence. But if I am going to say in the air, this does not make a sense. It could be called a part of a sentence, a fragment. That does not make any sense because it is not a complete sentence. It does not have a subject, it does not have a verb. So this is called phrase in which we do not have a subject and verb. It is only a part of a sentence. It makes sense, a little bit sense, but not a complete sense. So if we do not have a subject and verb, we cannot say this is a sentence. A part of a sentence, not a complete sentence, that could also be a fragment. So in this way, we have some example. In the rain, in the corner, at a joker, of great beauty. All these examples, if you could see on your screen, does not have a subject and verb. These all are called phrases. Why they are called phrases? Because they are making sense but not complete sense. They are not giving complete sense. So these examples are only a part of a sentence. Okay, so what is a phrase? A phrase which does not have a subject and predicate. Predicate, what is a predicate? Predicate which gives us information about a subject. And predicate does have a verb as well. A predicate contains verb and it gives information about a subject. We are going to do it predicate as well. But you should know first of all what is a phrase. A phrase which does not have a subject and predicate of its own. It is a part of a sentence. It gives sense but not a complete sense. It is only a part of a sentence. Okay, these are the examples of phrase. Structure of a basic sentence. As you already know that English language has a subject, verb and object combination in a sentence. Whenever we make a sentence, we have the structure, subject, verb and object. For example, the subject here in the first sentence, Ali, verb is keeps money in bank. So in this example, Ali is a subject. Whatever comes at the very beginning is called subject, and then verb which shows an action. So Ali keeps, that is a verb. Money in the bank, whatever comes after a verb, that is object. So money in bank is object. Second example, Sana. Sana is a subject here. Makes is a verb because it shows an action. It is a verb. And then T for the guess. Whatever comes after a verb, that is called object. So in this example, what we learned, that in English language we have the basic structure that we follow: subject, verb and object. Subject is Ali and Sana, and verb keeps and makes in the sentences, and money in the bank or T for the guest. These are the examples of object here. So SVO, I have written the short form: S for the subject, V for the verb and O for the object. So Ali keeps money in bank and Sana makes tea for the guest. These are the examples of subject, verb and object. In English language, the basic structure that we follow, that is subject, verb and object combination. I hope this point is sufficiently clear to you. Predicate. It is a part of a sentence containing a verb and stating something about the subject, or it is a part of a sentence which gives us information about the subject. So what is a predicate? Subject, we know, which gives us information about something which happens. In the same way, in predicate, which has verb and it tells us something about the subject. This is called predicate. So it is a part of a sentence containing a verb and stating something about the subject, or it is a part of sentence which gives us information about the subject. So predicate does have verb and it gives us information about subject. We have the example number 1. A thief stole my bike last week. Asif lives in Karachi. The telegram contained exciting news. Ahmed is an experienced journalist. In the given examples, you must have recognized what is a subject in these examples. Definitely a thief in the first example is a subject. Asif is subject in the second example. And the telegram is subject in the third example. And Ahmed is subject in fourth example. Now, as our topic is predicate, so we should recognize what is a predicate. Predicate does has a verb. So in the very first example, we do have a verb, that is stole. It shows an action. So stole is verb here. My bike last week. So this part of a sentence gives us information about a subject. So this is called predicate. In simple words, you may remember this point. The point to remember here is whatever comes after a subject is called predicate. It is more convenient to learn, it is more convenient to remember that whatever comes after a subject is called predicate. So we have a verb here, stole, and then whatever comes after a verb is called predicate. We have the subject, a thief, and then whatever comes after a subject is predicate. Asif lives in Karachi. Asif is a subject here. Lives in Karachi. Lives is verb here, in Karachi. So this part of a sentence which is predicate gives us information about subject, which is Asif here. Third example, the telegram contained exciting news. The telegram is a subject and contained is verb. Exciting news. This part of a sentence gives us information about a subject. So this part, the underlined part, is called predicate. Fourth example, Ahmad is an experienced journalist. Ahmad is subject here, is an experienced journalist is the predicate. Experienced is verb here, and journalist, this part of a sentence gives us information about subject. So this is called predicate. I hope you have understood about phrase and predicate. Phrase, which is a part of a sentence, does not have a subject and verb combination. It is a part of a sentence. Predicate does have a verb, gives us information about the subject, that is called predicate, or whatever comes after a subject is called predicate. The next point, we have kinds of phrases. We have noun phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, prepositional phrase, participle phrase, verb phrase, infinitive phrase, and gerund phrase. We have 8 phrases, kinds of phrases here. Today we are going to do adjective phrase. Adjective phrase answer the following question: what kind? As it tells us about the quality, good or bad, how many in number, how much is the quantity, and which one is also tells us about the number. So adjective phrases answer the following questions. Adjective phrase. Now our today's topic is adjective phrase. As we know about adjective, which enhances or qualifies the meaning of a noun or a pronoun. What is a phrase? Phrase, which is a part of a sentence. It does not have a verb. It is only a part of a sentence. It makes sense but not a complete sense. It is only a part of a sentence. If it gives meaning, it gives meaning only partly. Okay, so up till now we have understood about adjective and phrase as well. Now we have the topic, that today's topic is adjective phrase. So we are going to do it. What is the definition of adjective phrase? An adjective phrase is a group of words that functions like an adjective in a sentence. An adjective phrase is a group of words that functions like an adjective in a sentence. Definitely, as the very word adjective, adjective which enhances, qualifies the meaning of a noun. So adjective phrase is also group of words that functions like an adjective. So there would be group of words which are going to enhance the meaning of a noun in a sentence. That is called adjective phrase. It consists of adjectives, modifiers, and any word that modifies a noun or a pronoun. As the definition of adjective, we know that adjective modifies, qualifies, or enhances the meaning of a noun and a pronoun, that is called adjective. So adjective phrase would be a group of words that functions like an adjective in a sentence. So group of words, it means that adjective phrase, when it would become adjective phrase, it is going to give only partly meaning. It does not make any sense if it gives meaning only partly. So it would be a part of a sentence. It does not have verb in a sentence. Okay, so adjective phrase would function in the same way as a single adjective does. It enhances or qualifies the meaning of a noun or a pronoun. Okay, for example, King wore a crown made of gold. Here in this sentence, we have king as a subject here, wore is object, and then a crown made of gold, that is an object. Okay. We can also say king is a subject, and then wore a crown made of gold is predicate, because a predicate does have a verb, and then it tells us or gives us information about subject, that is king here. Okay. Now we have adjective phrase to identify. King wore a crown. Crown is a noun. Now here the word made of gold is a phrase. It does not have the underlying part or the highlighted phrase here, does not have a verb here. So we could say that this is a phrase. Okay, this is a noun here. So made of gold basically enhances the meaning of a noun here. Made of gold function as adjective phrase because noun here in this sentence is crown. Okay, so adjective phrase means a phrase which function as adjective because it enhances the meaning of a noun. As we know, what is an adjective? Which qualifies or enhances the meaning of a noun. In the same way, adjective phrase which enhances the meaning of a noun in the same way. But these are the group of words. These are the group of words which enhances the meaning of a noun, that is crown here. So that becomes adjective phrase here. So adjective phrase we are using for noun is always adjacent. This is the point that you need to remember. The adjective phrase we are using for noun is always adjacent. This is noun and this is adjective phrase. They are always adjacent. We cannot make them apart. हम इनको separate नहीं कर सकते. If we have the noun, definitely we are going to have the adjective phrase. If we want to use adjective phrase, then we are going to say that in adjective phrase, noun and adjective phrase would always be adjacent. They are going to come together. Okay, this is noun and then made of gold is an adjective phrase here. King wore a golden crown. Here we have the subject king, wore is a verb, a golden crown, that is an adjective. How it is an adjective? Because crown is a noun and adjective is golden here. That is a quality of a noun here. So king wore a golden crown, as I have told you, that adjective enhances the meaning of a noun. So this is a noun, crown here is a noun and adjective here is golden. So golden crown becomes adjective here. Okay. So it means that we can interchange adjective phrase to adjective or adjective to adjective phrase. For example, king wore a crown made of gold. This is the same sentence, king wore a crown made of gold. So made of gold is a phrase. Instead of using this phrase, what we have done, we have interchanged it with the adjective and we have used king wore a golden crown. That becomes adjective here. But not in all the cases that we could interchange adjective phrase with adjective or adjective with adjective phrase. But in some cases we could interchange adjective phrase with adjective. For example, made of gold means that golden crown, that the king wore a crown made of gold. Instead of saying made of gold, but we have written king wore a golden crown. So this golden becomes adjective here. Okay. Adjective phrase, we have the examples. We saw an elephant with a white skin. Adjective phrase in this sentence is an underlined highlighted part. An elephant with a white skin. We is a subject, saw is a verb, and then an elephant with a white skin. Elephant, what is an elephant? Elephant is a noun, and I have told you that adjective phrase and noun would be adjacent. They would come at the same place. वो एक जगह ही इकट्ठे ही आते हैं. So we saw an elephant with a white skin. So elephant is noun, and with a white skin this becomes an adjective phrase. In the same way, we could interchange adjective phrase to adjective as well. For example, we saw a white elephant here. So we saw an elephant with a white skin. It means that we saw a white elephant. So we have interchanged adjective phrase with adjective here. White is quality and then elephant is noun here. Ali gave a page with no write on it. So page, what is page here? Page is a thing which is a noun with no write on it. So it enhances, this part of a sentence enhances the meaning of a noun. So that becomes an adjective phrase. So this adjective phrase we could replace with an adjective. Ali gave a blank page. So page is a noun and blank is adjective here. So that becomes adjective here. We could interchange adjective phrase to adjective or adjective to adjective phrase. As in the given examples, I have shown you that you could interchange the adjective phrase to adjective or vice versa. Adjective phrase can be used as a subject of the verb. For example, a man in great difficulties came to me for help. A man in great difficulties. So this is the subject of the verb here. Verb here is came, and then we have in great difficulties. A man. A man is a noun, and this is the quality in great difficulty. So it enhances the meaning of a noun. A man in great difficulty, that becomes, this part becomes like a man in great difficulties becomes adjective phrase, came to me for help. Okay, so a man here is a noun, so it enhances the meaning of a man. A man in great difficulties came to me for help. So in great difficulty is a subject of the verb came here, it enhances the meaning, so it becomes adjective phrase here. Wild beast in small cages. In small cages is a subject of the verb, and wild beasts are noun here in small cages, so it enhances the meaning of the beast. Wild beasts in small cages are a sorry figure. So adjective phrase can also be used as a subject of the verb as well. Adjective phrase can also be used as a object of the verb. For example, he leads a life devoid of blame. So he leads a life. Life is object here or as a noun here. So it is an object of the verb leads devoid of blame. So we are talking about a life which is a noun here, devoid of blame. That becomes an adjective phrase, and it is an object of the verb. Object of the verb is lead here. It enhances the meaning of life here. He brought a banner with a strange device. He brought a banner. Banner is a noun with a strange device. It enhances the meaning of a noun here with a strange device. Okay, that becomes adjective phrase here. He was a man of great promise. So a man is a noun of great promise. We are enhances the meaning of a noun here. That becomes adjective phrase of great promise. He is a man of considerable renown. So he is a man. Man is a noun here of considerable renown. So that is the quality of a man that we have enhanced here. So that becomes adjective phrase here. So in all four examples, you could see the underlined part of the sentence, which is a phrase. It is an adjective phrase, and it is used as an object of the verb. Here is the example. The phrase is in bold type. Mr. Arnold ordered a dinner of boiled crawfish. What kind of dinner was it? Boiled crawfish. Okay, Mr. Arnold ordered is verb here. A dinner, that is a noun here. So we are enhances the meaning of a noun here of boiled crawfish. So this is adjective phrase here. Now you have a book exercise that is on page number 87. Come to your book. You have a few sentences. Replace each of the following underlined adjective phrase by an adjective. So here you can interchange adjective phrase by an adjective. He wore a turban made of silk. So the answer you can see on the screen on the right side, that is he wore a silk turban. Second example, he is a man without a friend. And the answer is he is a friendless man. Friendless is quality, that is an adjective, and man is noun here. Nobody likes a person with bad temper. A person here is a noun here with bad temper is the quality that we are enhances the meaning of a noun here. So the answer would be nobody likes a bad tempered person. So bad tempered is the quality, that is an adjective, and person is noun here. It is of no use. It is useless. He is a man of sense. He is a man of sense. Of sense is adjective phrase here because it enhances the meaning of a man here. So we could replace this adjective phrase with adjective. He is a sensible man. I hope you have understood up till now. Students, you have a little home assignment. Revise adjective phrase, the whole topic. Make at least 10 sentences of adjective phrase in your notebook. Identify the adjective phrase in the following sentences. I have given you 4 sentences here. What you are supposed to do, you have to identify and underline the adjective phrase in the following sentences. He narrated a story of great honor. The girl with blue eyes is my cousin. They shot a deer with brown skin. We visited a castle made of stone and bricks. This is a very simple activity that I have assigned to you. You have only 4 sentences in which you have to recognize adjective phrase here. Okay. And he narrated a story of great honor. The girl with blue eyes is my cousin. They shot a deer with brown skin, and we visited a castle made of stone and bricks. These are the only 4 examples that you have to identify and underline the part of the sentence which is adjective phrase. Okay students, thank you all. Stay home, stay safe, and Allah Hafiz.